The actions of men are the best interpreters of their thoughts. These words from John Locke cut through centuries of human self-deception to reveal a truth we desperately avoid. We are not who we think we are when life is easy. You wake up each morning believing you know yourself. You have your routines, your preferences, your carefully constructed identity. But here's what Locke understood that most never will. Your comfortable life is not revealing your character. It's concealing it. You are living in a laboratory of false conditions, measuring your worth with broken instruments. Every day, you choose the path of least resistance. You order food instead of cooking. You take the elevator instead of the stairs. You avoid difficult conversations. You scroll through distractions instead of facing your thoughts. And with each choice, you tell yourself a story about who you... But Locke knew better. He understood that character isn't built in comfort. It's revealed in crisis. The philosopher who gave us the foundations of modern democracy and human rights wasn't speaking from ivory towers. He lived through political upheaval, exile, and uncertainty. He watched men reveal their true nature when everything they depended on was stripped away. And what he discovered should terrify you. Most people, when tested, collapse like houses of cards. You see, we've created a civilization that actively works against human development. We've eliminated the very conditions that create strength, resilience, and authentic character. We've built a world of endless comfort, and we wonder why we feel empty, anxious, and weak. We've confused convenience with progress, and safety with wisdom. But here's the paradox that Locke grasped centuries ago. The very thing you're trying to avoid, pain, difficulty, struggle, is the only thing that can make you who you're supposed to be. Your avoidance of discomfort isn't protecting you. It's imprisoning you in a version of yourself that's smaller, weaker, and more fragile than you imagine. The question isn't whether you'll face pain in your life. You will. The question is whether you'll choose to embrace it as your teacher or let it destroy the illusion of who you thought you were. John Locke didn't just observe human nature. He dissected it with the precision of a surgeon. Born in 1632, he lived through some of England's most turbulent times. Civil war, plague, political revolution. While other philosophers debated abstract concepts in comfortable studies, Locke was watching real people face real consequences. And what he saw changed everything we thought we knew about human development. No man's knowledge here can go beyond his experience. This wasn't just philosophy for Locke. It was lived truth. He understood that every comfortable assumption about yourself crumbles the moment experience tests it. You think you're brave until you face real danger. You think you're generous until you face real scarcity. You think you're strong until you face real loss. Locke's genius lay in recognizing that the human mind isn't born with innate ideas. It's a blank slate, shaped entirely by experience. But here's what modern society has forgotten. If your experiences are soft, shallow, and sanitized, your character will be soft, shallow, and sanitized too. You can't build strength without resistance. You can't develop courage without fear. You can't discover your capacity without testing your limits. Consider this. Every comfort you cling to is simultaneously a prison you're building around your potential. Your heated home protects you from cold, but it also prevents you from discovering your body's incredible capacity for adaptation. Your stable job protects you from uncertainty, but it also prevents you from discovering your entrepreneurial spirit. Your conflict avoidance protects you from discomfort, but it also prevents you from discovering your power to influence and lead. Locke understood that adversity isn't the enemy of human flourishing. It's the prerequisite. Pain forces growth in ways that pleasure never can. When you're comfortable, you stagnate. When you're challenged, you evolve. This isn't philosophy, it's biology. Your muscles grow under stress. Your mind sharpens under pressure. Your character deepens under trial. But we've created a culture that treats discomfort as a design flaw rather than a design feature. We medicate anxiety instead of questioning what it's trying to tell us. We eliminate struggle instead of learning what it's trying to teach us. We provide easy answers instead of developing the capacity to sit with difficult questions. The result? A generation of people who know how to consume, but not how to create. Who know how to complain, but not how to endure. Who know how to demand comfort, but not how to find strength in its absence. Here's what they don't tell you about comfort. It's not neutral. Every day you spend in the soft embrace of an unchallenged life, you're not staying the same. You're getting weaker. Comfort doesn't preserve your strength, it systematically dismantles it, and you don't even notice it happening. Locke observed this pattern with clinical precision. When people aren't tested, they begin to mistake their untested assumptions for actual capabilities. You think you could handle a crisis because you've never faced one. You think you could persevere through hardship because you've never been asked to. You think you could sacrifice for others because you've never had to choose between your comfort and their need. This is the coward's paradise, a life so insulated from genuine challenge that you never discover what you're actually made of. And the cruelest part? You don't even realize you're living in it. You mistake your comfort for competence, your convenience for confidence, your safety for strength. Look around you. Notice how people react to minor inconveniences. A delayed flight, a slow internet connection, a restaurant being out of their preferred dish. These trivial disruptions reveal something profound about what comfort does to the human spirit. It doesn't just make us soft, it makes us brittle. We develop no tolerance for frustration, no capacity for adaptation, no resilience in the face of change. But it goes deeper than individual weakness. Comfort creates entire systems of avoidance. We build elaborate structures, financial, social, technological, designed to eliminate any encounter with difficulty. We create insurance policies for every risk, entertainment systems for every boring moment, delivery services for every need. We're not just avoiding pain, we're avoiding life itself. The tragedy is that while you're busy avoiding discomfort, you're also avoiding discovery. Every challenge you sidestep is also an opportunity you forfeit. Every pain you medicate is also a lesson you miss. Every struggle you delegate is also a strength you fail to develop. Locke saw this clearly. A life spent in pursuit of comfort isn't a life at all. It's an extended form of hiding. You're hiding from your capacity, hiding from your potential, hiding from the version of yourself that could emerge if you stopped choosing the easy path. And here's the final insult. After years of choosing comfort over growth, when real crisis inevitably comes, and it always comes, you discover that all your comfort seeking has left you completely unprepared for the moment when comfort isn't an option. The very thing you thought was protecting you has actually made you more vulnerable than if you had never sought protection at all. So what's the alternative? How do you escape the comfort trap that's slowly strangling your potential? Locke's answer was revolutionary in its simplicity. You must intentionally seek what others intentionally avoid. You must make friends with discomfort. You must choose the harder path, not because you enjoy suffering, but because you understand that on the other side of every avoided difficulty lies an undiscovered strength. This isn't about becoming a masochist or seeking pain for its own sake. This is about recognizing that the human spirit, like a muscle, only grows under resistance. When you deliberately place yourself in challenging situations, something profound happens. You stop being a victim of circumstance and become an architect of character. Start small, but start today. Take cold showers and notice how your mind tries to negotiate its way out of temporary discomfort. Have difficult conversations you've been avoiding, and discover that your capacity for truth-telling is stronger than your fear of conflict. Exercise until you want to quit. Then do 5 more repetitions and learn that your limits are more negotiable than you believed. But the real transformation happens when you realize that pain isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. Every moment of discomfort you embrace voluntarily is a moment you're taking back control from a world that wants to keep you soft and dependent. You're declaring that you refuse to be shaped by chance. You insist on being shaped by choice. Locke understood that this path isn't popular. Most people will think you're crazy for choosing difficulty when ease is available. They'll question why you wake up early when you could sleep in, why you save money when you could spend it, why you face problems when you could ignore them. Let them question. Their comfort with mediocrity doesn't have to become your ceiling. Men and women who changed the world weren't more talented than you. They were more willing to be uncomfortable than you. They understood what Locke knew. That character isn't built in the spaces between challenges. It's built in the heart of them. Your strength isn't discovered in easy moments. It's forged in impossible ones. Every day you face the same choice. Will you be shaped by difficulty or will you be shaped by its absence? Will you discover what you're capable of, or will you protect yourself from ever finding out? Will you build a life of strength, or will you settle for a life of safety? The world is full of comfortable cowards who chose security over growth, ease over excellence, convenience over character. But you don't have to join them. You can choose the path that Locke illuminated centuries ago. The path where pain becomes your teacher, challenge becomes your gym, and difficulty becomes the sculptor of your soul. Your future self is waiting on the other side of every comfort you're willing to abandon. The question is, will you have the courage to meet him?